Hey guys, so this video is for those of you who are not in the Zoom meeting on October the 9th, which is tomorrow, Friday. You want to access your folder and then your assignment, The Story of an Hour for Friday. Go ahead and click on it. This is a 2-day assignment, so it's going to be kind of broken up. You will have Friday and Monday to work on it, and there is a quiz at the end of it. So we are in the Zoom, we're walking through a lot of this together. Okay, so the learning outcome, it says we will read a short story inspired by 19th century women's literature in order to review the genre characteristics and expectations of short stories. In this unit, step 1, you will be reading The Story of an Hour by Kate Chopin. The image above is the cover of the story, and the image below is her. In the section of this lesson, you will learn about the role of women in the 19th century. Okay, so you're going to watch this quick video, sorry, and then just answer here whether or not Kate Chopin considered herself a feminist and explain your answer. Okay, so in order to do that, you have to click that video and watch it. It's not very long. Step 2 is just some background information. I want you to read it on your own, okay? Giving you some information about women and women's rights. They basically did not have a lot of rights back then. And if women worked, they gave their money to their husband, could not get divorced, even if they were abused. Things were very different. So this is very late 1800s. Okay, so just go ahead and read over that on your own. Step 3 is to make a prediction about the story. So the title is called The Story of an Hour. So I want you to think about those main words, story and hour, and what you know about them. What is a story? What is an hour? So what predictions can you make based on your discussion of the title, or you thinking about the title because you're not in the Zoom? So what do you know about a story? What do you know about an hour? Make a prediction about what you think the story might be about. Okay, the story of an hour. Step 4 is to actually go and read the first 2 paragraphs, which we were going to do together. If you missed the Zoom, then it's going to be hard for you to do this with me, but I'm going to try my absolute best. Okay, so here's the text. I'm going to go ahead and read the first 2 paragraphs to you. There's some background information as well. And it says, Kate Chopin was a renowned feminist author of the late 19th century. During this period, which was also known as the Victorian era, women had very little control over their own lives, and many female thinkers, like Chopin, fought hard for social change. As you read, take notes on how different characters react to the tragic news. Okay, so here's a picture, and it just says that's a portrait of unknown relations. So woman standing behind her husband. You have some vocab down here. Hasten means to hurry. Footnote 2, which is forestall, means to act in advance of someone to prevent them from doing something. Keep going. You have a bunch of footnotes down here. Repress is to restrain or subdue. Elusive means to be difficult to find, catch, or achieve. Tumultuous means excited, confused, or disorderly. Number 6 footnote, scroll up. Exalted means old-fashioned usage of the word, means it just means really, really happy. 7, save means like but or except. Continue, and you have one more footnote. Importunities means begging or please, like begging someone for something. Okay, so let's go back up and look at these first 2 paragraphs. Knowing that Mrs. Mallard was afflicted with a heart trouble, great care was taken to break to her as gently as possible the news of her husband's death. It was her sister Josephine who told her, in broken sentences, veiled hints that revealed and half concealing. Her husband's friend Richards was there too, near her. It was he who had been in the newspaper office when the intelligence of the railroad disaster was received, with Brentley Mallard's name leading the list of killed. He had only taken the time to assure himself of its truth by a second telegram and had hastened to forestall any less careful, less tender friend in bearing the sad message. So we have a lot of information in those first 2 paragraphs right there, okay? So What I wanted you to do here is read it along with us. And then in paragraph 1, it tells us, we learned some news about Mrs. Mallard, our main character. So we learned that she has a heart condition, right? I want you to think about what can happen when you break bad news to a person in her condition. Just think about it. We know that that can't be good, right? So something that may happen to a person in Mrs. Mallard's condition is, and then just give me a response there. And then after reading paragraph 2, I noticed that Chopin used the words veiled hints that revealed in half concealing. So veiled means like to cover something up, right? So what do you think she meant by that? So the person that's telling her is her sister, correct? Miss Josephine, telling her the news. Why would she use veiled hints? I want you to think about that and respond. Instead of just coming directly right out and telling her sister the news about her husband's death, she used veiled hints. Okay, so in paragraph 2, we also learn of the other characters in the story. So who are Josephine, Richards, and Brintley? You know Josephine is her sister. You can go ahead and type that there. Richards is his friend, her husband's friend, and Brintley Mallard is her husband. Okay, I need you to understand that and write that there. It's very important that you understand that going forward before you read. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is read the text alone or with audio, or listen to the audio alone, whichever you prefer. It's a 6-minute long video. If you're auditory, you can just listen. You will have a short quiz, so make sure you pay attention to the details. Remember, as always, preview the text and the vocab, just like I did with you a second ago. Optional, you can watch a 6-minute movie. It's real short. It has some pretty good actors in it, and it just gives you another visual of what the story is about. And then step 6, you're going to read just like I said here, read the rest of the text on your own. Actually, that's repetitive. Let me delete that for you. Shouldn't be there. And then when you are done, you have a quiz, okay? So you do not need to submit this assignment, but you will need to come down here, find your class period, take the quiz. There's also online dictionary, and I put the text one more time for you. Please let me know if you have any questions.